hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome back to my continuing series of my Advent calendars. All right. So I am doing actually 1, 2, 3. There's 4. 2 curated by my daughter and son, and 1 by my nanny, and 2 are store bought. Only 1 is actually a crafty Advent calendar this year. And yes, the Advent calendar I'm working, you cannot find anywhere because it is, curated by my kids based on, from the confines of my craft space, right? So again, thank you so much to our dear friends who are early today. So we have Blossom, coming in first. Okay, so what happened to my chat? All right, howdy. Hello, my friend. All right, so I think, Blossom, are you going to be the guest of Elizabeth tomorrow? All right. Hi, Donna. Hello, my friend. And of course, Linda. How are you, my friend? I hope that you have been well. I haven't been going live for a past couple of 2 months. So I just started again in December. And I'm so happy that you are back in the chat as well. And of course, my dear friend Jay, whose birthday is just, I think, 2 more sleep to go, and it's already Jay's birthday. All right. And of course, I think Jay, he already did an episode with Elizabeth on the first day, right? Yes. And of course, Jay's going to be joining me for Christmas Day. As usual, it has been a tradition already. All right. So it's the morning of Mom's Craft. Oh, yes. Annual. This is an annual thing that Jay helps out her mom with. Okay. Prayers for an amazing craft fair today, Jay and Mom. Okay. I hope that you sell everything gets sold out, and can't wait for you to tell us about it on your next live stream, which is actually your Jay's Sunday night and my Monday morning. All right, there you go. And Blossom said that was quick. The cat ran up quite a bill burying me birthday gifts this year. Aww. That is awesome. I'm happy that because you are so much loved, Jay. That's why so many people are sending you awesome gifts, right? And we have Tina. Hi, Tina. I finally caught you. Finally caught me again. Yes, it's okay because I haven't been going live for a very very long time, my friend. Burmans are almost over. How did that happen? Exactly, right? It was just like we were starting September, right? And now it's December, right? So just a few more weeks and it's gone, right? Happy birthday to you, Jay, from our dear friend Linda. Yes, it's I think Jay is the ninth or the eighth, and Elizabeth is the seventh, and also Lynn is also the same day as Jay. Yes, wishing all the best at craft fair today. Yes, we all are wishing you, Jay, and your mom an amazing craft fair. And yes, I hope that again. Jay, take photos, okay? So that when we watch you on Monday or my Monday and you guys your Sunday, right? I love watching events like that because we really don't have like a what do you call that? We do have, but it's far in between, and normally there's really not like just one craft fair because we have like separate, like you have a planner con, a sticker con, and many others, right? So I hope we have something like like what you guys have over there. All right, so without further ado, let us start. Yes, thank you, Jay. And probably you can also create what do you call that, Jay? What do you call shorts, right? Shorts out of that one. Let me see. Maybe we can do it like this. Okay, I am trying to find. There you go. All right. And we have okay, Tina saying hi to everyone. Thanks again, Tina. All right, so let's start opening up our advent calendars this year. So this one is my snack advent calendar curated by my dear nanny. All right, so we are now on day number 6. All right, I know it's 6 because there's an image of a bear, and I know that it's right side up, so that's a 6 and not a 9, right? So sometimes I get confused with 6 and 9, right? Okay, let me see first. I feel like it's a bottle. Why bottle? Anyway, it's a snack. It's supposed to be crafters, we love snacking, eating, all right, and drinking something while craft. Ah, all right. Okay, so this is a mini. Normally, you can buy this like big ones. This is Nyam Nyam. It's a fantasy stick chocolate. Yes, I do love chocolate. Chocolate in any kind. Cake, chocolate bar, chocolate cookies, whatever it is. As long as it's chocolate, I love it. All right, so let's see what it looks like. All right. So normally, yes, another one, another brand. I don't know if it's what you call that in your country. This is another one we have is like Sticko. So it does have like this kind of like a cookie or a bread in like a stick form, and then you have like a gooey, not very gooey, but chocolate dip. And then you dip it like so, and then you eat. Yum yum. Instead of yum yum, yum yum. I haven't tasted this one yet. Is this local? Let me see. It is. Oh, this one's from Indonesia. Arnott's. Okay. Delicious. Sorry about that. That's our snack for the day. And let's continue on with the snack. With this trolley, fruity, gummy advent calendar. We're down on day number 6. Okay. What do we have on door number 6? Yesterday it was like lime. Another one. Is it all lime or all green? Does this one look like avocado? Look, it does look like an avocado, right? Shaped like an avocado. The thing is, what I'm seeing and tasting, it all tastes the same. Just very subtle change. Since we started day 1. Okay? But having them different like shapes is fun. Okay? Will I do this again next year? Probably not. I want more variety, right? Oh, you have this? Nutella. Yes, Jay, just like a dip, right? Yes, like Nutella. You had this when you were a kid, yeah. So my kids, the brand they like is Sticko. They call it Sticko. All right, let's make this big because I can't read. Does chocolate in the Philippines taste different than American or European chocolate? The ones that are made here, there are Filipino artisanal chocolate that is made here. So depends on whether it's black chocolate or milk chocolate. But one thing that I think, anyway, this is just my opinion, is that ours is a little bit more sweet. You know, the Filipinos, we have very sweet tooth, right? But we do have those black chocolates, right? So one of the when I go back to the US in the future, Jay, I will bring chocolates that are actually made from here. Right, so hopefully my nanny added something that is, Philippine made in our snack advent calendar this year. Oh, you love this stuff. Which one, Tina? The gummy bears? Okay, pear? Oh, but isn't pear like yellow? Or is there a pear that's green? I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't seen a pear that's green. Which I think is Swiss or German. All right. So we have Poco sticks. All right. So there you go. I think this is different brands, but the concept is the same where, it gives you. So this is a miniature one. Normally, the regular ones, the regular sized ones, probably because it won't fit in her, in her, what do you call this? Her paper, her pouch. Okay, that's why she just chose a mini one. Yes, like double the size. Right, so this is delicious. I might be able to finish this before I even start my crafting. Oh, what? And my different scenes have different sizes of my... Hold on, let me see. I don't know how to pronounce this, Jay. The ladder rack chocolate one last year was excellent. Oh, yeah, I think you opened that on your stream, right? If I remember right. Yes, who sent it to you, Jay? Yes, I think I was in the chat. I was in your live stream that time. Chocolate with cookie sticks. Yes, Tina. In a nutshell, that's just it. All right. Our third advent calendar this year is the BT21 advent calendar. Okay, so the BT21 is a collection that represents, again, one of my favorite, okay, and I just, they've been here for a long time, but I just finally realized that they are actually good and I like it. So, and I like the characters for their BT21. So this one is RJ, which represents Jin. there are 7 members in BTS. So, and my bias, or the one whom I really like, is Jin. So I'm looking forward to getting this. I haven't, except for the one that I got the other day, where he is part of this one. But exactly just RJ, none yet. So then we have Shuki representing Suga, and we have Mang represents J-Hope, Koya, RM, Chimi, Jimin, Tata, V, or also called Taeyong, and Cookie for Jungkook. Okay, and this guy, this BT21 character with a van represents the army or the fandom of BTS. So we call ourselves army, right? So instead of a group, it's called army. All right, so the great surprise yesterday, so if you were not with us yesterday, is that for day number 5, we had a major surprise because we got nothing. There was nothing for day number 5, right? So let's see what we get for day number 6. All right, so hopefully we actually get something. All right. Oh, I already feel that there's something behind door number 6. Who is it and what it is? I don't know. Okay, Jason, I'm not enough into it to know all the people involved. My granddaughter has the ATZ Advent. Okay. Oh, we got the army. Okay, and it's like, okay, so you can put on a what do you call that? It's a suction thingy. So you can put it on, like here, I have a glass mat. All right, so it can, and it won't move because there's a suction, right? Again, that is, okay, van represents the army. Okay, so represents all the fan or the fandom of BT21. All right, so for those who didn't see, except for day 5 and the other day 3, I can't find it. I don't know where it is, right? So this is day 1. Okay, it's a magnetic thing that you can put. Okay, so, and then you have this, they're complete. And then day 3 is missing. But there was day 3. I just can't find it. It was a figurine. Day 4, and then day 5 was missing. There's none. Okay, now we have day 6. All right, so that is, okay, this one. It's nice because they are a great size, right? So, and it's not the same. So this one's a acrylic keychain. So different purpose, different use. So it's nice. So will I buy this advent calendar again in the future? Absolutely. Okay, I just hope that, number 5 is somewhere tucked into one of these. Otherwise, I think I need to message them to say that, I did this live so they could actually rewatch the proof that we got nothing for day number 5. And finally, my main advent calendar of the year. Okay, yes, this is the Mommy Guiding 2025 advent calendar curated by my awesome kids. All right, so let's see. That's the kind of fun. It almost looks like a snow globe. You know what, Jay? You're right. You're right. But it's actually, it looks like a Christmas tree here. That's why you can put it on top of your table. They are a newer K-pop band. Oh, okay. See, I just recently, fell in love with BTS this year. And then my daughter is into 17. So 17 BTS. And then there's also Blackpink. She's like, oh my gosh, she has so many. I lose count and I lose track, okay? She is not here in the chat. Normally, my daughter is in the chat moderating because she is going to be having her thesis presentation on Wednesday. And she and her thesis partner are still, barely sleeping, trying to prepare everything for their defense. So if you could, include both of them in your prayers, I would be super, super grateful. Okay, Tina, I will check that out and I will ask my daughter. All right, 80s. All right. And of course, Enda, hello. Oh, you're back in Phuket. Okay, so the other time I think Enda was in Vietnam. So if you want to learn about, trading, all right, here is our good friend Enda in the chat. All right. So he does give advice and other tips and stuff on his channel about trading. And again, thank you so much, Enda, for dropping by. Whoa, you know of them. You're so cool, Tina. All right. So, what do you think? Where is number 6 first? Oh, there. Okay, so this is 6, this is 9. All right, so we're on day number 6. What do you think my friend is in day number 6? Yesterday, what we got were miniatures, mini lip balms, mini what do you call that, nail polish, and we created like mini gifts out of those. All right, so the first 2 days I think we did cards, and then I think we did, I lost track. What did we do? We did, that was the other day. Yesterday, no, that was the other day. Yesterday was phone charm, lanyard. Yes. Okay. So a wristlet, we did that. So for today, this is number 6. Okay. So let's check. It does make a sound. So it means it's not paper. And it is heavy. It has a bit of a weight. So I don't think this is just a die, if ever. It does have a sound like it's metal, but it's too heavy for dice, unless there's a lot of dice in here, but it's too heavy. So what do you think? Okay, I actually, in my craft space or room, I do a lot of different crafts. So I don't just do paper crafting. So if you have been following the channel, or if you check out the playlist in my channel, I do a ton of different kinds of crafts because I just really love, creating things, from crochet to paper crafting, card making, planners, and everything in between. Right? So I don't really know what they actually took from my craft room. All right, so let me check if you guys have a guess. Okay, and Vicky, hello Vicky. Today I actually I've missed a lot of everybody's videos and live streams. I was watching one of Vicky's what do you call this, journal reveal. It's I think it's a flip art journal. If you have not checked that out, please do so. All right. By the way, our dear friends VJ Designs and Craft Loving Blooms Freak, okay, they just started this year with their YouTube channel journey. So if you are not yet subscribed to our dear friends, I highly suggest that you do check them out. And if you like what you see, maybe consider subscribing and supporting our dear friends. I promise you that they have a ton of awesome tips and content on their channel. Yes, a bracelet. Oh no, that is Tina's guess. So this is a bracelet. Okay, let's see. Nice, because it's kind of heavy. Even for a bracelet, this is too heavy. It's heavy, Tina. Okay, so Tina is saying hi to everybody. Thank you so much, Tina. And yes, Tina said, please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, to consider subscribing as well. So for those who are watching on replay, welcome. All right, so without further ado, let us open. Okay, so only Tina made a guess. And her guess is a bracelet. So let's see. All right, so let us see. Let us see. Okay, let us remove this. We are all wrong. All right, so let me see if anybody would know what this one is. Okay, anybody knows what this is? That's why it's heavy. I hope I didn't break it. Okay, would you have a guess? Okay, what this is? I think I broke it. There's something. Oh. Actually, it did kind of got broken. This is supposed to be a compact. But maybe because I was like jiggling it so much. Okay. But that's not good. Okay. This should have not gone. Right? Okay. Anyway, so that is... Anyway, I still have... That's why I think they got this because I have a lot. This is a compact. A mirror compact, right? But the thing is that the reason I have a lot of these, my friends, that's why it was like that. There was a sound because the mirror actually... Okay, huh? How do I open this? All right. So the mirror of the compact actually got removed from this one. No worries. I just need to, put adhesive on that later on. Okay, but I do have a lot of these because... I think it was in October or November that I did several of these, okay, for an event. Okay, so let me see if anybody knows. Yes, this is a compact, but what crafty thing can I do with this? Right? Okay, Tina said, maybe another stamping block. Yes, it's a mirror, compact mirror. Yes, it is a compact mirror. Yes, a square one. Yes, I'll just glue it back. All right, I'm happy that I didn't actually break it. I probably just, it just got loosened, right? But the adhesive, so I will just glue that back in. All right, so, but, okay, what are these two for? Yes, this is the main product. That's your compact mirror. Okay. So, I still have several of these because I also plan to... See, I think what they did was... they went through the stuff that I was preparing for Christmas and grabbed some of those. Right? Because these are some of the things that I am actually working with to give out as gifts. So you see this too? Okay, so this is a thin, very, very thin metal. Okay, and this is a double-sided adhesive. All right. Let me see. Make a mirror cube. All right. Okay. So this is actually, all right, yes, a compact which you can personalize by how? By sublimation. So I'm not sure if you have heard, or I know you've heard of it, right? We're a crafting community. Everything somehow overlaps, right? So this is, but normally for sublimation, we normally sublimate on mugs, on bottles, water bottles, on what else do we sublimate on? Like on bags and other different stuff, right? Non-cotton bags. So, but you can also sublimate on things like this. Okay, you just need to have a sublimation blank. All right, so this compact comes with a sublimation blank, and a sublimation blank looks like this. All right, so it's a thin piece of metal where there is a part where there is this part has a coating that can be sublimated. Okay, so and then of course, how will you attach this onto your product? They've already included, okay, a double-sided adhesive. I've created many of these, so I'm sure that there is a lot of similar stuff where you are. Okay. So have you, my friends, tried, sublimating on, okay, a thin metal like this? Or created something like this one? All right. So what I'm going to do, my friends, of course, we cannot make preparations because we don't know what we're gonna make. But I do have materials for this one. So just give me a minute. Okay, maybe this is the perfect time for you to just grab some of your favorite drink or snack, right? So while I go grab some of the materials that I will use for me to be able to come up with the product using this one. Okay. Blossom is having a cup of piping hot coffee with gingerbread cookies. All right, I've been so busy the whole day preparing gifts because tomorrow I am going to be having 2 Christmas parties, and on top of that, another live stream. So it's like I don't know how I'm gonna do. So I wasn't able to, get gingerbread cookies because I don't think I have tasted gingerbread cookies. And Christopher and Blossom, they love this. So I need to, try and find it so I can see if I will like it as well. All right, so I'll see you in a few, maybe a minute or so. Because everything is within reach here. It's just it's over there. I need to get my supplies. Okay, so while you're waiting, I would like to share with you, okay, the current promo of Not Too Shabby Shop. All right, Not Too Shabby has this 12 days of Christmas sale, right? So today is day number 5. There's a 20% off clearance. Okay, so when you go to the clearance area, everything is going to be 20% off. Just put the code JOLLY, JOLLY 20 on your checkout. So day 6 probably will be released a little bit later on. Okay, it's going to be a different thing. So if you have not, bought anything just yet, okay, try to check it out while I get my stuff. Again, every day it's going to be a different thing that's going to be on sale. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Hold on. Okay, so where is it? Okay. Okay. All right. See, I'm back. Okay. These are, because I told you I've been doing a lot of these things for gifts. So, okay, so this is what we're gonna be working with. But I want to show you one that has been, but this one's round, right? So this is what it can look like. Okay, so I have here, have yourself a merry little Christmas. So this part, that's metal, has been sublimated. Right? So it's perfect. Now you can just either put this back in the packaging that it came from. So this one's a little different because now this one, okay, to open it up, there's a snap. Right? This one, you press on this one and then open. That's just like the vintage kind of, the more older versions of compact mirrors. That's why it's kind of nice, right? So there you go. Okay, so it's a good thing I'm wearing a lapel. All right, so let me just, okay. So we need to open the machine, all right? So to sublimate, okay. To sublimate, my friends, you do need heat. All right, so you do need a heat press machine, okay, or a source of heat. And of course, there should be pressure as well. And of course, you should have a sublimation paper. Oh, yeah, I think I should show you what you need. Okay, do I have the papers? Oh, yeah, because all my papers are on this side. All right. So first, what do you need? Of course, we know that this is our main product. Okay, so we will sublimate this square metal thing on top of the compact. Okay, but to do that, you do need a sublimation paper, which you can find on Amazon or on your local craft store, at your local craft store. Okay, so just you just need one. All right, so there's a this one has like a pink at the back and white in front, so you have to know which one. Okay, read the instructions of your sublimation paper, and then you will print the image that you want to put on your substrate onto this one. What do you use? Can you use your inkjet? No. Can you use your dye inks? No. Can you use your pigment inks? No. So what ink do you need? A sublimation ink. It's very, very thick, and it's not something that you can use alongside with your other inks. You really need to have a dedicated printer where it only has sublimation ink. All right, so you need sublimation paper and to be printed by a printer that has sublimation ink. Now, if you don't have that, I'm sure like here in the Philippines, there are businesses or that they do this kind of service. You just send them your image and they will print it out for you so that you are able to sublimate, especially if you have like a heat press. All right, so there you go. What else do you need? Okay, where is I have it here? Okay, here. All right, you also need something like this, okay? Like a silicone mat, all right? Or a non-stick mat, like the one you use for baking, right? So that you can protect the surface of your heat press. And then butcher paper. Okay, so butcher paper comes in different sizes. Normally, I have it for like this size because I use this for when I do my mugs, right? So this is perfect for the mug when you can wrap it around like that, because sublimation, the process of sublimation, right, from solid down to gas. All right, so it can stain the rest of your machine, so you do want to put this to prevent that. Okay, so basically I think those are, and then they're usual, right? So you need scissors, and oh yes, you need this kind of tape. Okay, so this is a heat sensitive tape or adhesive, right? So you have different brands, colors, size for this one. Okay, this is just a generic one, very cheap one. Okay, there are thin ones, there are thick ones. So this is the one that I have right now. It's so cute because it's pink, right? Oh, we have Yvette coming in. Okay, hold on. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, so Vicky said she has never done sublimation just yet. You don't have the room. Closest thing I have is the Cricut mug maker. I love using that. Yes, it's amazing. It's a beautiful product. Okay, so Blossom said you can sublimate onto mugs. Yes, you can. All right, so that's basically what the mug maker does. Yes, so if you don't, okay, because of course the heat press I'm going to be showing you, you cannot sublimate or heat press mugs over there. You do need a mug press for it, and I have an oven, and you can actually maybe see it later. Maybe the camera can see it, and I do also have a mug press, right? So I gotcha. I misread your previous okay, I think you're not too shabby. Scene has doubled audio. Oh, okay. Cause let me see. When I do this. Oh, yes. Thank you. All right. Because I needed to mute the other audio.
Okay, this one. Okay, all right.
Thank you so much for telling me, guys, because I am, I have a lapel for when I start moving, because I now make sure that I have it, because I don't know what I'm going to do, right? So what happens is when I start moving around, I can't bring this one, right? So I do have to, and so I have two audio sources. So if you're gonna do that as well, make sure that they're not both open at the same time. So every scene that I have, like
You saw when I had this on. Okay, I forgot to turn
turn
off
off
the
the
roadcaster.
roadcaster.
So now you hear double audio,
right?
right? So
So
it needed to mute at least one of them.
all right. So now it's okay because I muted. So thank you so much for telling me. Okay. I haven't seen those comebacks for you. Exactly. Right? Nobody, some people, like I use my phone even to check. Hi, Yvette. Yvette is also doing Advent Calendar series, my friends, about 1 a.m. my time. So about now is about 4 hours from now. All right. Morning, Yvette. Hey, Donna. Okay, I guess you could get a printer to make it. Yes, but I do not suggest that you get a sublimation printer. If you are not gonna do a lot of sublimation projects, if this is not gonna be like a business for you where it's like almost daily or at least several times in a week you're gonna print something, don't get it, because sublimation inks are very sticky and it can ruin the print head, and it gets blocked, and if it gets too blocked, then it cannot be repaired anymore. So bye printer. All right, so for many years I just had it printed, but then I think a year or 2 years ago I really started having a lot of orders, and so I had to get one because how many times have I bought one and then eventually it didn't get repaired anymore because for years I didn't use it, right? So don't buy if you're not gonna be using it all the time. Better have it just printed by somebody who does that kind of service. Not really, Jay. Okay, but then again, you know me, I like trying out all the things. Yes, it can. It can. So please don't. And what I did before was I just used an old dye ink one, had it what do you call that? Converted to for sublimation. But then again, I just use it for December and then the rest of the year not. Right? So make sure that even if you're not going to use it, print something. But the thing with sublimation ink is when you print it, the color looks very dull, right? Unlike pigment or dye ink, because it's really like that. Because for it to show the full color, you need to heat press, okay, to do the sublimation process. Yes, Debbie J has an oven versus a mug press. So I do have both because sometimes if you get a lot of orders, it takes several minutes for one mug to get finished, right? Sublimating it. So if you have 50, 100 orders, it can take you forever. And you have an oven, depending on how big your oven is, can do from 3 to 6 to 12. So again, depending on your order, right? So, but you don't need to buy those things, all right? It's just that I have it because, it's also part of my side hustle. Okay, Donna has a 5-in-1. So when you say 5-in-1, my friends, it means that normally you can have like one that's flat bed. So you can do bags, shirts, and stuff like that. Even mouse pads for the flat ones. And then normally there's one for a mug. And then there's a hat one. There's for plates. There's for different kinds of things, right? So what Donna has is gorgeous or beautiful because she can do so many things with her heat press. She just needs to remove the what do you call that, the power source, and then put it onto the different heat press materials. What do you call that machine that comes with that one? I never got into heat pressing, but it's fun watching other people do it. I have enough things to exactly, Jay. Exactly. So again, you don't need to buy this or do this. It's just that I have it, right? So that's why I will do it. Okay, and we have Cordelia. Good morning, my friend. Cordelia is also doing, all right, her own Advent calendar series. My friends, do check her out. Okay, and everyone I've missed. It's okay. I haven't even started, my friend. I also have the Cricut press to make t-shirts. There you go. You even have the nice one. All right, but mine is purple. I'll show you. It's cute. It's purple. We had an eco tank at work. They let it sit for over a year and then it wouldn't work. Exactly. So that's what I was telling Cordelia, that if you're not really going to use it and going to print consistently, at least 2 to 3 times a week, don't get it. Okay, with sublimation ink in it. Yes, a dye ink, it's okay. Pigment ink, a little okay. Just make sure that you at least don't, not use it for a year. Okay, but sublimation inks are very, very thick. It could really ruin the head of your, or the print head. I myself would be the boss. We don't want you getting lost. All right, so
Let's go, okay, and check out the machine. All right, so now I think it's my, you can still hear me. All right, so this is my machine. It's kind of big, right? Because I do all things, all different kinds of things. I do bags, shirts, what else? So many, anything that's flat that can be, this one can be used not just for sublimation. I also use it for what do you call this? For not just sublimation. DTF, DTF printing. I also use this one. All right. So to turn it on, I'm not sure if you guys can see me because I don't have the monitor, but I just turn it on. All right, so this is one of my oven. Okay, so this one can do 3 at a time, the mugs. All right, so this one, okay, let me see. Okay, so normal, and then you open it first, okay, and then this is the heat plate, so that's gonna be very, very hot pretty soon. And this one slides out like so. All right, so that when you need to get whatever it is you want to get, it's not, you will, because my old one is also a clump shell. So sometimes you're in a rush or something, you might accidentally hit this. It's not going to be very, very hot. So this one can slides out like that. So it's nice. All right, so for this kind of a project, so we need to, okay, this is the temperature, okay, so, okay, because you cannot adjust if it's closed, okay, so temperature, okay, is set to 180, all right, and then temperature, okay, so, and then you click, and then time is at 60, so I've already set it to 60, and then now it's going slowly up the temperature. So we will wait till it's 180 degrees. All right, so this is where we are going to sublimate. Okay, this is quite big. Okay, I wish I have the smaller ones because this eats up a lot of space. Okay, so that is what we are going to be
working with later. So I hope you saw that one. So that is what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so Blossom said, my husband jokes that I print more than I cook. And we all know I love cooking. My heat press is the portable 12-inch press. I don't have the space to have the big heat press, right? So it's just a blessing that I do have the space, right? And so and of course, as I mentioned, it's a side hustle as well for me. So it's not as if, it's just a hobby, right? So I also make earn something from using those products. Okay, so if you do have the sublimation blanks, okay, so if you can see, it comes in different. So we have the circle and we have the square, right? So normally what I do is when I prepare my images, I go to whatever image I have. Okay, normally I get them on Etsy because I am not an artist. I don't know how to actually make my original stuff and like that. So I buy images, or I have it commissioned, and then I get the one that has a commercial release, so I can use it for business, right? Otherwise, you're not allowed to use it, or to use the image for making your products. Okay, and then you have to measure the blanks. Okay, so depending on the image or the design that you want, so you measure. So like this one is more or less 5.5 centimeters, or 2 and 2/8 of an inch, since it's square, right? And then this is circle, so you just get the diameter. All right, so this is a sample. Okay, so it's not yet sublimated. Okay, so I already have, so what I do is when I have time, I already create everything, especially because I have a lot of projects that I am doing for that one. So if you can see, this one is 5.5 centimeters, no, 5 3/4, okay, the diameter. 5 3/4 of the diameter of this circle. So depending on your image, sometimes it could go bigger. Like in this case, right? So there's a font, there's words. So I don't want it to go beyond, okay, the size of my blanks. So you have to tweak it, or to make the image. You can do that on Canva, Photoshop, or if you have a supplier that have their own app, then do so, right? So let me see, what temperature do we have right now?
Let us check. Okay, so we are now at 101 degrees. All right, so we are 101
degrees, my friend. Okay. So see, I showed you already. This is what this one looks like. By the way, when you are sublimating, after you have, prepared your image, okay, when you print it onto the sublimation paper, you see it has to be mirror, because you're gonna, what do you call this? Sublimate it like this. So if you don't make it to mirror image, then it's gonna come out as mirror, right? You cannot read it the right way. All right, so it should be like mirror, print it to mirror, so that you can have it like this when you print it. All right, so I have different okay, because I have an order for this one. So this one's Love Like Jesus. This one is what is this one? Grind, but most of all, I pray, right? So, and this was just regular Christmas message. And this one, oh my friends, this is so much fun. This is fun. Okay, this is a screen cleaner. Okay, I did this like several weeks ago, right? So have yourself a merry little Christmas. All right, so, and then I just made special packaging for it, and then this delivered. But what you do is, if you're interested, I can show, or maybe create a shorts on this one, how I did this, right? So of course, again, this is a special screen cleaner that is that you can sublimate. All right, so you can remove it. Okay, and then this one is a screen cleaner, so like this one, okay, like my screen. Okay, so we all have phones, right? So you can clean. All right, and then after you've normally, we need to clean our phone screens many times over in a day, right? And then you can just simply put it, at the back of your phone. And then, if you want to clean your phone again, because, I have a lot of fingerprints and stuff. Okay, so just, remove it from the back. Yes, it's reusable. Okay, and then you can just clean again. Okay, so I had orders by a company, right? So they put their logo, something like that in the middle. Okay, and they gave it like a giveaway. So this is so cool, right? So it's reusable. It's a phone screen cleaner, right? So it's also sublimatable. Okay. So there you go. Let me check my
Temperature. Okay, we are 151. Okay. Normally, it takes
just, it's fast because the aircon normally is not on when I do that. But since I have the aircon, the AC turned on, so it takes longer for it to reach 180. So this one is also screen cleaner. I have one that says wife, mom, boss. Sundays are for Jesus and naps. And then Merry Christmas. Right? So it's very cute. All right. So let's prepare the one that I'm going to use for this one. Okay. So let's do... Okay. So maybe I want to do the grind. Let's get from this one. All right. So again, as I mentioned earlier, you need to print on a sublimation paper using sublimation ink. All right. So this is what I am going to use. Already cut. After printing, you cut it. All right. And then you get your blank. This is my blank, and don't heat it immediately. There is a covering, so you need to remove that covering. So you can get a pick tool just to remove that, covering. Okay, careful not to scratch your main substrate. See, there is plastic. Okay, and try not to also touch that. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, and then I normally do like that so I can see if, my image is inside. Okay, and then, okay, I will do it like that, and I will secure by, of course, you cannot use a tape that is your regular tape. It has to be one that is heat safe. Okay, so it can withstand heat. Okay, so normally I just do 2, but just to make sure, if you're unsure that it might move. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, and then I will put butcher paper on top. Okay, normally 2. Okay, and then I will just put this onto our heat press. Let me check.
all right. If it is already 100, okay, we are at 180. All right, this is it, pancit, guys. We are going to sublimate. Okay, so we are going to put this. Okay, so there, and then put our butcher paper. Okay, and then we will close. Oh, the aircon is blowing on this one. Okay, and then close. Okay, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, anyway, the timer is there, so it's going down. When it comes to last 5 seconds, it's gonna make a noise, and then it will open up. Okay, so 39, 38. Okay, I don't know what you see, if you can see. All right, so there. So it's now down to 30 seconds, 29. All right. So all you need to do is to just wait. So normally, it's since this is big, so if you have a lot, you can, do them together. If you have, let's say, 12, you can do 12. So that you can just do one pressing. It's just that, we are doing just one. See, tutut, tutut. See? And then it's gonna open. Right? Ting! Okay, and then I will just, slide this out. Okay, and since we're not gonna do anything anymore, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. And this is hot, so normally, oh yeah, you need to have, something to protect your hands with. All right. Especially if you're dealing with mugs and stuff, you need to have like, not just the regular mittens, but something like this. All right, where it can, because this is hot. Even this is hot. Okay. All right, so let us bring it to our table.
All right. There you go. That's how easy it is to make this one. Okay, let me just check the chat. Okay, so is this something that you think you would like to see me do in future, what do you call this, in future episodes? We just ordered a mug press and mugs at the library. They're supposed to start doing sublimation programs. Awesome, right? Awesome, because there's really so many things you can do with this. Oh, okay, so it's already cold. Okay. Okay. And then you will see the grand reveal. Grind, but most of all, I pray. Right? It is so beautiful. Right? So many things. It doesn't have to be just font. Some use photographs, scenery, whatever it is. That's the nice thing about this one. Okay? And hi, Christopher. Good morning. I don't usually get to go to any of the programs because I'm working. Yeah, especially during this time because you're at work. Oh, but it's a Saturday. So hopefully you're at home, my friend. Okay, but I want so badly to make a mug. Definitely you can do it, my friend. All right. So now what you do is, okay, we just simply need to clean that. If you have alcohol, the better. Okay, so that, if there's oil and grime or whatever it is that got stuck in that through shipping and stuff, right? So just clean it. Okay, and then normally some of them already has adhesive on it, and then you will just remove the top. But this one, you have to put both, the double-sided adhesive. Right? It's so cool, right, Vicky? Yes. So if you do have like, an event, a birthday, or, corporate event, stuff like that, or like if you have, something in church or at work, okay, you already can do it. Okay. So and nowadays, before it was kind of hard to find blanks. The only thing that we could do before were really just the mugs, right? So we went crazy with, have you heard of UVDTF? UVDTF. Oh my goodness, guys. I actually did several projects with UVDTF, I think about a week ago. It is awesome. I used UVDTF for a laptop and a mug. What else did I use it on? It's like DTF, but the UV DTF has texture and it's thicker, so you don't need a heat press or anything. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna put the double-sided adhesive onto this one. All right, making sure that I press it on there. Okay, and then, use my pick tool to remove, the other So there you go. That's your double-sided adhesive. And then you'll just put on your sublimated. Okay, hold on. Come on. Like so. All right, and there you have it. You now have your... Okay. But this one has a problem, right? So for those who just came in, when I opened it, the mirror, one of the mirrors inside, okay, I need to adhere because it got removed. Okay, there you go. But that is how it looks like. Okay, so this is another one, but this is round. Okay, so this one I did like several weeks ago. This one is the one that we did today. So you can use any image, any size. Important thing is you do need sublimation blanks. All right, so if you are going to look for it, just put sublimation blanks, and you can find different kinds of sublimation blanks that you can use for different projects that you want. All right, so this is what my kids put for day number 6. All right, and Jay saying hi to Christopher. Okay, there you go. Everybody saying hi to everybody, right? So cute. And it's so easy to make. As I said, my favorite thus far is this one, right? So the phone, cleaner, right? So, and it is, you can get it, and then, you can clean your phone. I want to clean everybody's phone. Hand me a phone. Right? And then after you're done, then you can just simply put it back, at the back of your phone or something, or wherever you want to use, to put it. Just long as it's a, what do you call this? Non-porous. So glass, the case, plastic case, stuff like that. It has to be non-porous. Okay? So there you go. Okay, so quick and easy project for today, right? So do you have any questions about, sublimation? Okay. There you go. Super cute. Yes, it is, right? So let me see if I can zoom in on this a little bit further. Okay, where is that one? B. Okay, so that's already the zoom in. Maybe this one. No. Nope. Okay, I just have to really put it up. There you go. Okay, so many products that you can sublimate. I made one that is like a wrap, a mug wrap. And I'm not sure if, what? Okay, just wait a minute. Just simply look at this. If you have not checked out the Not Too Shabby, I'll just go get the UVDTF so I can show you. All right, so for now, check this out, my friends. The 12 days of Christmas of the Not Too Shabby for day number 5 is 20% off on clearances. So just put the code JOLLY20 when you check out. Hold on, I'll just go get the UVDTF. Nasaan yung UVDTF ko na stickers? Guys, nasaan yung UVDTF ko? Na stickers. Nasaan kaya si Yaya? Saan niya nilagay? Where did she put my stickers? How about yung mga kay Tita Kate na ginawa ko? Is it there? Is it there? Wala ba sa kwarto niya? Can you check this now? Hurry and give it to me. Maybe yung ginawa kong mug or something. Okay, friends, I am back. All right, sorry about that. Okay. So first, so for the heat press, this is called this is DTF, okay? So I don't have the machine to do this, but I do have a partner store that does this for me. Okay, Creativities, TEES. Okay, based here in the Philippines. So, Happy Mess. Okay, this is an original of mine. I had a local, a Filipino artist. I commissioned 10 images as merch. So if you have not checked out my merch in my channel, okay, this is one of the images I have. It's Happy Mess. So you can put this on shirts, on mugs and stuff. But if you are here based in the Philippines, this is how you will get it. So this is UVDTF. So it's not just printed on, what do you call this, transfer paper. Okay, so this is, I like the UVDTF because it's what do you call this, it lasts longer and the colors are really very vibrant. Okay, another one that I have is called Fussy Cut Pa More. I love fussy cutting, right? So when you say fussy cut, okay, you know what it means. When you say pa more, it means more. Okay, you do fussy cutting again and again and again. So pa is Filipino for like, do it again, right? More. Okay, pa more. All right, there you go. Okay, Vicky also said that she loves the phone cleaner. You can clean mine. Okay, send them over. Another one that I have, again, this is DTF, is Procrastinate. Right? Procrastinate. Okay, and then I have also this one, Craft Your Stress Away. So this is big because it's supposed to be for shirt. All right, for an adult shirt. Okay, so I am going to be heat pressing this. Okay, and then this is my, I think this is, no, this is my Art of War. This is one of my most saleable, okay, image, okay, for mugs and shirts, even bags, even tote bags. I just don't know if I have it. So this is my Art of War. So you have scissors, you have paper, brushes, paints, right? So, and then I craft, therefore I hoard. Who can relate to this? Right? So I craft, therefore I hoard. And another one, crafting is my love language, right? So I only have 10 images, right, that I use for my merch. And hopefully the next year I will have a new set because this have been the same thing for over 3.5 years now. I need to make new ones, right? But these are original. This were commissioned for for my channel. Okay, and then this is shopping essentials, paper, dies, stamps, and everything in between. Right? So for those who are in the US, okay, I actually, you can get this from my YouTube channel. Okay, on the shop on my YouTube channel. Okay, if only I can send it to you. I can make it, but the shipping would be very expensive. So I suggest if you want one, you can just order from my YouTube shop. All right. So this one is the one that's actually on my, what do you call this? Oop. This one on my apron. Right. So this is crafting forever, housework whenever. Right? Okay. So those images I put on, mugs, bags, shirts, tote bags, whatever. Okay, so now this is the newest one. It's called UVDTF. Okay, so do you see the difference? It has texture. Okay, so you can put this also on a non-porous surface, right? The top of your, decorate your laptop, okay, your workspace, this is actually, you don't need a heat press. All right. So I ordered it though because I don't have that machine. But there is a machine that can do UV DTF, but I don't want to buy anymore because I'm not going to use it every day. Right. So I just said, okay. And I'm happy that Creativity is the one who also, does the DTF or direct to film. Yes, direct to film printing for me. Okay, before you, it's like if you have a black shirt, you have like a see, I've been not done that so long, so I forgot. You have a black and a white kind of a paper where you print. Okay, and then you heat press with that one. But again, that's more of a hit or miss sometimes if the temperature is not okay, the pressure is not okay. But with DTF, it's always on point. I have never had a reject for those kinds. So this, see, it's the same, but there is texture, right? Have you seen those mugs that are like or mugs that like they look like a wrap design? So that's what it's gonna look like. All right, so I have something here that cannot be shown. So let's just share the ones that I can share because it's my. Okay, look at this one. I craft, therefore I hoard. Okay, the texture, amazing. So imagine this on a cup, right? So I plan to put this on my planner. Okay, the planner covers. Okay, so I will put some of these. So again, if you have not tried out UV DTF, it's beautiful. And I'll probably be using this when I go live with Jay on December 25th. Okay, during Christmas, as I will work on my planner. So I plan to put some of these designs on my planner. All right. So even my this is the logo for logos for my learning center, right? So also the same, but the printer told me, Lala, it's nicer if you remove the background. So make this transparent so that it would look like that, right? So yeah, this one. So I should remove the background next time. All right. So basically that's it, right? I just wanted to show you the newest thing that, I am having so much fun with. It's called UVDTF. Okay. There are machines that can do that, but it's kind of spendy. So I'm so happy that there are people who does this kinds of service. So you just do those in the heat press. No, this one, Vicky, you will just peel it off. Okay, you will peel it off. Okay, I just don't want to peel it off because the minute I peel it off, you cannot use it anymore. It's really gonna stick, and then it's okay. So I will do a project pretty soon with the UVDTF. Again, this one, okay, the DTF. Okay, you need a heat press with this. Okay, like the one that we used, okay, like that. Okay, you need one like that, okay, to set this in. But with this one, all you need is like, what do you call that? The one that, not the weeding tool, like the spatula with a felt so that it's not going to scratch. Where is it? Yeah, because I don't know where it is. Maybe somewhere out there. All right, or maybe outside. All right, this one direct, like let's say this can, right? I want to put it here. Okay, I don't need to heat press. I will just peel it off, just like a sticker. Stick that in, just do like that. You're good to go. Yes. Okay, I'm not sure though if it's, what do you call that? The machine that you use to clean your dishwasher safe. All right. So, but so far, hand wash, it's good. Okay. It's actually stronger than the ones that like you heat press. Okay. And the thing again, this one has texture. It's not flat. So I love it. All right. So let me see. I love that one. Procrastinate, right? Which one can you relate to? All right. So I love how you are always teaching us things. Yes, thank you, Blossom. Because that's the thing, it's kind of a blessing and a kind of a little bit of a curse in a way, because as content creators, sometimes the algorithm is going against me because sometimes I would do crochet, sometimes I would do cards, sometimes I would do planners, sometimes because that's how I am, right? So if I will just do, say, cards all the time or scrapbooks all the time, I feel that I might get tired or bored of doing that same thing, right? So what I do is, every now and then I do something else, just so to break the monotony of things, right? But of course, my love for paper crafting will always trump everything else, right? So I also love jewelry making and all of those stuff. So I'm always a constant work in progress in everything. And so it's nice that every time that there's a new thing, I always want to test it out and check it out, right? So again, if you are thinking of buying or doing this, and hopefully I know what or how, okay, I would love to share, the journey or whatever it is that, that I have. Okay, so let's go back to our day number 6. And this is actually my project. Okay, this is just an addition. Okay, so I hope that you have been inspired by today's project. And if you want to check this out, I'm sure that, yeah, I think I got this already. Okay, that's why I chose craft loving as the first part of my username, to open it up for a variety. Exactly. And another thing is that now, specifically YouTube anyway, they're okay. They're okay with, having like buckets. Like at the end of the day, it's still all about creativity, crafting, but you do have buckets. Like you have card making, you have probably personalization, you have knitting, you have crochet, you have different kinds of things, right? You have drawing and all of those things. That is fine, right? But more important is consistency, which I haven't been doing quite, but it's okay. You have to, my friends, when I started, for I think 3 years, yes, I was very consistent. I went live for 2 to 3 times a week, consistent. Even when I was sick, as long as I was, I can still do it, I would, right? So it was only this year that I really started to, relax, to the point that, I would, when you start not going live or doing what is scheduled for you to do, procrastination really kicks in big time. It's like you will find a million and one ways to defend your decision not to go live or not to do the video, right? So, but then being in design teams this year also has been a blessing, because I have to make sure that I put up the content on the scheduled one that I have, right? So at least the videos, I still had videos coming out despite not being able to do my regular live streams. And I think that's okay, because you have to give yourself grace, right? So this year has been very difficult in terms of, personal things that's happening to me. And so that's why I really needed to take a little bit of a break and take care of, myself first. And that's fine. And I'm so grateful that despite my absence from live streaming, sometimes I would not go live for 2 weeks, not just November, October, right? earlier on as well. I was like not very consistent, but you guys are always there. You know, whenever I go live or put out a video and you see it on replay and stuff, you guys are always there. And that's one of the reasons actually when I was starting that kept me going. Because sometimes I say, oh, I'm so tired. I did so many things. I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do this. And then somebody would message me, Lala, are you okay? Is everything fine? It's like, oh, okay. I'm a very small channel, but there are people who actually somehow has made us, has made our content, our live streams or our regular video schedule part of their, crafty schedule as well. So when we do not go live or when we do not consistently put out the content, so it's like somehow I kind of feel guilty, right? That we ask people to follow us, join our community, and then we don't show up, right? So that's why, as much of what, of course, life happens and it's okay, right? When really but if it's just something just because I'm lazy, don't want to do it, right? So I kind of feel that it's kind of a disrespect for the people that we have encouraged to follow us, right? And be with us. And again, this is just my personal opinion. Don't have to agree with it, right? So again, it's the end of the year always makes me look back at what has happened the whole year. And I think as a content creator and content creation journey this year has been the most inconsistent I have ever been. And I have to give myself grace because there's so many things that has happened to me as well. But I'm just so happy and glad that I am able to continue still, being here and loving and being part of this awesome community. So please, if you feel that you also want to share, right? So when we are at that age where, what do you want to leave as a legacy? Right? YouTube also has become like a depository of memories, right? So because on YouTube, it's not just like on other social media or on social media platforms where you post one and then it disappears after several days. You can no longer look for it. But on YouTube, as long as the topic, you put on some keywords and stuff, you can always find it. And people can always, get inspired by it for whatever reason. Especially for us crafters, our content is evergreen. There will always be some time in the future where somebody might look for something, let's say art journal, right? So, or planners. Okay, so they might Blossom's channel might pop up or Vicky's channel might pop up. You can get recommended despite, your content being like 3 years old, 4 years old. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, wow, somebody, there's this marker, the white acrylic marker that is from Sharpie. So when I got it, I thought it was broken. And then I played with it. And eventually I realized that you just needed to press on it continuously until the ink started to flow. And do you know that up to now, I would get messages saying, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't know how to use this, right? I have a shorts video where a lot of us use the Alex drawer, right? But have you ever experienced something getting stuck at the back or something fell, right? And you cannot close it anymore. So I did a short video. I think it's a 16 second or something. That has gotten about almost more than 50,000 views, right? Because it's something that answers a question. Right? Something that probably we thought was okay, just something that hopefully you will not know that it can, be useful to so many other than, just the people that we know. Right? So if you do want to put to start your YouTube channel, I highly encourage you to do so. And I would love to help you out whatever way I can. Okay. Yes, great thing, Blossom. I'm the same way. I got bored easily. Maybe I have. Yes, maybe, right? And I think it's, and it's okay, right? So glad you're back. Yes, I'm so glad too. And Yvette also. Yes, I know Yvette also. 2025 hasn't been such a great, year personally, right? Very challenging year as well for Yvette. Yeah, no, no. See, I don't want to cry. So I have to remind myself to take the time I need. Exactly. Right? In as much as we want to be very consistent, just sometimes we just need to, take a breather and say stop and focus on what is more important at that time, right? Very happy that you're back again. We do miss you when you're gone. Thank you so much, Tina. I truly appreciate that. And as I said, people were asking me in the past, Lala, how can you be so consistent? Again, when I see somebody, I get messages. Are you okay? You're supposed to go live at 9. What happened? Is there something wrong? It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, even if there's just one person messaging me, it's one person that, is like, oh, thank you, right? That's waiting for us to go live or waiting for our content out there, right? The same with with my Bible study. Even if one person attends, I will be there, right? Yes, Yvette. See, hopefully I can be there because I'm gonna be working with a lot of. Because tomorrow I have 2 Christmas parties, and I am like game master for both. So I need to prepare for the gifts for all the games and stuff. So it's gonna be a long night. So I probably would be able to make it to Yvette's live stream later on. Yes, before my live. Yes, rest, Yvette, and hopefully I'll be there in the chat. Take care. Okay, bye, Yvette. Yes, please, and hopefully you guys can visit Yvette's live stream later. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Woohoo! I just reached over 200 largely. Oh, thank you. That's awesome, Vicky. I'm super happy. And Vicky has a special a promo. It's not a promo, but she does want to show her gratitude for being able to reach this milestone. Vicky is not actually 100%. She just had major operation several months ago, but she has been very, very consistent. Hats off to you, my friend. I'm so happy. If you want to join and get to win something, okay, head on to Vicky's channel and watch. I think 2-3 videos. Vicky, when was the announcement? Okay, what video do they need to watch to be able to join the raffle? Yay! 2020 has not been a good year. Okay, also for Cordelia, right? For a lot of us, I think. But, I'm so happy, but because in my case, the Lord has been very, very ever present, okay, in our lives this year. I really felt His presence, His continuing guidance, protection for my family and me at this time. All right, so I have to go to tend the bread dough. Have a great day. Ooh, I'm excited to know. Sometimes I would love to see something like what you cooked. Cordelia, because Cordelia actually also is a great cook, and she bakes also awesome things. I've learned so many things about her, about cooking as well in the chat. All right, thank you, Cordelia. And Jay is still here. Onit, you're a game master. Yes, normally, as you know, I'm a geek. I love board games and other stuff. So, a week ago, we had a party. I have those giant Jenga stuff. It's like, when you put it together, it can be as taller than I am. So that's one, game that people always like. And I have those speed stacks that are giant as well. I have the giant, I have the small ones, and many others. I really love party games and all the stuff. So I'm actually thinking of, I'm not sure if it's, putting up something like that as a side hustle where we provide, let's say you have parties, you have events, you need a game master, you have something like that, right? But the thing is, How do I do it? Where do I find the time? All right. Hello, that isn't me on my PFP. Okay, I think I don't understand that one. Okay, but thank you anyways for being here. I will be doing one today for the official video. All right, to comment on. Okay, it will load up later today. All right, so to make sure that you get that notification, make sure to hit the notification bell on Vicky's channel as well. All right. Of course, Blossom's next milestone. Okay, that 100 subscribers. All right. Again, thank you so much, Jay. And excited much for what's going to happen to, the craft fair today. God bless you. I pray that you get sold out, my friend. All right. So with that, thank you so much.
See you again tomorrow.
Okay, for our day number 6. Oh, I mean day number 7. All right, where's my sound effects? Okay, so we don't have a sound effect over here. Let me see. Okay, anyways.
Bye, friends.